Come have a nice day. Today is Saturday, 13th of January 2024. 13th January is special in India. Is observed as the Lori festival. Lori is the first festival of the year, which marks the beginning of the harvest season. It is celebrated with the full enthusiasm in northern India, mainly Punjab and Haryana. Starting the newspaper analyst with the newspaper The Hindu states that Jammu and Kashmir signed Ministry of Unions worth rupees 3,000 crore signed at Gujarat Investors Summit. Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha. Investing in Jammu and Kashmir means investment in the unity and integrity of India, Mr. Sinha said at summit in Gandhinagar. High picture of Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha. The Hindu newspaper also states that Iran says United States, United Kingdom attack on Houthis will fuel instability in the region. These attacks are a clear violation of Yemen's sovereignty and territorial integrity and a breach of international law, said Iran's foreign ministry. A man holds up a Palestinian flag during a demonstration in which worshippers show their support of Palestinians and condemning the United States and British military's strike against Iranian-backed Houthis in Yemen after Friday prayer in Tehran, Iran on January 12, 2024. The Hindu newspaper also states that Israel defends itself at the United Nations top court against the allegation of genocide against Palestinians. The case strikes at the heart of Israel's national identity, which is rooted in the country's creation as a Jewish state after the Nazi slaughter of 6 million Jews during World War II. Israel's legal counselor of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Tal Baker, Laura Malcolm Shah, and Gilad Noam, Deputy Attorney General for International Affairs, attended the International Court of Justice prior to the hearing on the genocide case against Israel brought by South Africa in The Hague on January 11, 2024. Going towards the Indian Express newspaper states that 7 years after IAF plane went missing, its debris found off Chennai coast. Defense Ministry confirms a wreckage is of AN-32 that had 29 on board. The AUV supported the debris of the plane during its trial in the Bay of Bengal. Indian Express also states that without Hasina, as Sheikh Hasina returns to power for a record fourth time in a row in an election marred by an opposition boycott and allegations of high-handedness. Why New Delhi needs her and will look the other way. Sheikh Hasina has won the Bangladesh elections fourth time in a row. Indian Express also states that Mizoram forms a panel to resolve border dispute with Assam. The panel, constituted through a notification on January 3, will have the Minister for Environment, Forests and Climate Change, the State Home Department Commissioner, the Advisor to the Chief Minister, the Chief Secretary and the State DGP. The Zoram People's Movement ZPM government in Mizoram has constituted a boundary committee led by Home Minister Sabthanga to look into vexed Assam-Mizoram boundary issues. Mizoram shares a 165-kilometer boundary with Assam across three districts on either side: Kachar, Karimganj, and Hailakandi, Assam, and Mamit, Kolasib, and Aizawal, Mizoram. Going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that debris of Indian Air Force AN-32 located at depth of 3.4 km in Bay of Bengal after nearly 8 years. 29 personnel were on board the aircraft. The debris of the Indian Air Force AN-32 transport aircraft, which plunged into the Bay of Bengal almost 8 years ago with 29 people on board, has possibly been located at the depth of 3,400 meters in the sea, the Defense Ministry announced on Friday. Sometimes also states that United States, United Kingdom, a military strike Houthi targets in Yemen. The United States and United Kingdom on Thursday launched strikes on Houthi military capability and assets in Yemen in response to attacks and threats by Iran, backed rebel against rebel group against shipping in the Red Sea corridor, a move that represents an escalation and a possible widening of the West Asian war and brings the United States into the greater conflict with Iran. Hindustan Times also states that Supreme Court reserves order on tiger safari plan, says NTCA guidelines may need tweaks. The Supreme Court observed that no animal from the zoo would be permitted to brought into the wild, but only injured, old orphaned or man-eater tiger. New Delhi, the Supreme Court on Friday reserved orders on the proposed tiger safari plan at the Jim Corbett National Park, observing that the center ought to have adopted a cautious approach in granting approval to the project. Going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, at Trade Meet India seeks more PARMA inspections and easier visas. United States flags laptop have import monitoring. Union Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal highlighted challenges faced by businesses visitors from India to the United States due to the visa processing time periods and requested the United States augment the processing. Union Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal. India's lentil production set to touch all-time high. Government India's lentil production has tripled since 2017 to 18, when the country recorded its highest output of 1.62 million tons. According to the official data, in the 2022-2023 crop year, the country's lentil production stood at 1.56 million ton. During the April-October period of the current financial year 2023-24, India imported 9.46 lakh ton of lentils, 159% higher than the 3.65 lakh ton imported in the same period last year. Retail inflation surges to 4-month high. IIP dips to 8-month low. The annual rate of food inflation, as measured by the Consumer Food Price Index, surged to 9.53% in the December month. Retail inflation surged to the 4-month high of 5.69% in December, driven by higher prices of food items such as pulses, spices, fruits, and vegetables. Data released by the National Statistical Office (NSO) on Friday. In August 2023, inflation had touched a high of 6.83%. Going towards the world news, including polls open as Taiwan voters choose next president, weighing China's threat and island's stability. United States House votes to repeal a labor board rule on contract franchise workers. Israel defends itself at the United Nations top court against allegations of genocide against Palestinians. United Kingdom Prime Minister Rishi Sunak will not hold a parliamentary vote on support for strikes on Houthi targets. Iran-backed Houthis have warned of serious consequences after United States, United Kingdom strikes hit Yemen. Stacked bodies, human remains found at a United States funeral home, kidnapped, diseased, killed, fake ashes, FBI tells the court. Going towards the science and technologies, NASA commits additional $100 million for private space station development. NASA is pumping more funds into the collaboration to develop private space station in low Earth orbit before the International Space Station retires in 2030. An artist's illustration of a Xiaom station in low Earth orbit. Supernova, missing link between dead stars' black holes discovered. Scientists have discovered a special compact remnant that can help confirm what exactly happens to a dead star after it explodes. Astronomers have found a direct link between the explosive deaths of massive stars and the formation of black holes and neutron stars, which are the most compact and mysterious objects in the universe. Artists' impression of star exploding while its companions is in the foreground. Open Artificial Intelligence CEO Sam Altman, United States House Speaker Mike Johnson discusses artificial intelligence's risk. The CEO told reporters they discussed trying to balance this sort of tremendous upside and figure out how to mitigate the risk of artificial intelligence. Sam Altman leaves meeting with the United States House Speaker Mike Johnson in the United States Capitol building in Washington on January 11, 2024. At last, there's a famous quotation said by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, whose birth anniversary is 14 April 1891 up to 6 December 1956, was an Indian jurist, economist, social reformer, and a political leader who headed the committee drafting the Constitution of India from the Constituent Assembly debates, served as the Law and Justice Minister in the first cabinet of the Jawaharlal Nehru, and inspired the Dalit Buddhist movement after renouncing Hinduism. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar says a famous quotation. He says that justice has always evoked ideas of equality, of proportion, of compensation. In short, justice is another name of liberty, equality, and fraternity. Okay, thank you.